So we got eliminated in the first round, upset by the 8th seeded Dallas Mavericks. So we got a little bit of retooling to do here. Of course, everyone is asking who's to blame. And, you know, I got to put it on myself. I'm the one who put the team together, hired the coaching staff. It's got to be on. Jackson Baldwin has won 5 straight MVPs. Pau Gasol 4 straight Coach of the Years. Now the record, as you see, Golden State won the championship again. So the championship has pretty much been in the Western Conference for quite a while now. The West has just been dominating the East. But the record is 6 MVPs. He obviously has the record for the most MVPs straight with 5 in a row. And I'm showing you guys this, that LeBron James, although he said he was going to retire a long time ago, it's not only has the record for most points, but he's also still playing. You guys remember about 3-4 seasons ago, he said he was going to retire, and here he is. It says that he finally does retire. So we will see if that's true or not. But remember, I showed you guys a video a little bit ago where it said that, I think last video I showed you that he said he was retired. But anyway, we're going to the draft lottery. We got a pick from Philadelphia, so we do have an opportunity to get a top 5 pick, and it's going to fall at number 5. I think number 5 is pretty solid. Honestly, any draft pick under number 5, I don't really mess with, because you're not going to get anything good for it. And so, due to a contract dispute, I'm not going to be able to bring back the 4-time Coach of the Year, Pau Gasol. So I went ahead and hired Steve Clifford. Steve Clifford has just about the same amount of ratings as Pau Gasol. I think Pau Gasol has like an A+ on offense, but they're pretty much the same everywhere else. So we're going to go ahead and bring him in. Now we are in the draft. And as you guys can see, there's still a guy who's rated at 80 overall. Now the downside is that he's still on his Euro contract. So this is going to be like my first draft and stash, because I'm going to have to wait 2 years to actually play this guy while he's on his European contract. If I go ahead and draft him, which I am going to. And so, you know, he'll develop for 2 years over in Europe and then come and be a part of our team. Very similar player to Jackson Baldwin, 6'10", 254, small forward. And we clearly got the best guy in the draft. So we're looking forward to him joining our team in a couple years. Now, I had to figure this out. Do I retain, rescind? What does it mean? You know how 2K can be with these, you know, with these little signings and whatnot. It can be kind of confusing. But eventually I figured it out, and this guy is looking very exciting. He already comes with 8 badges. 5 bronze badges. So, and he's obviously going to develop while he's over there in Europe. So I'm really excited about that. Not too many moves. This is our team: Baldwin, Langford, Booker, Servin, Moss, Dodd, Westbrook, who's on the last leg of his career, Holmes, our rookie who will be here in 2 years, Sullinger, Robinson, Lynn, Mason, and Gallinari. So this is going to be our team heading into the offseason. Again, I got a lot of money tied up in all my big name, all my 90 overalls. So this is something you guys wanted. You guys wanted to see, how does Jackson Baldwin compare with Petrovic and Freddie Staples. And so I'm just showing you some of the attributes here and how they stack up with one another. And I gotta be honest, it's not even close. I mean, Petrovic is closer to Jackson Baldwin, but Jackson Baldwin is clearly the better of the 3. I mean, it's not even close. Right now we can't see points and things like that, and probably in a later video towards the end of their career I'll show you guys how their career stats panned out. Jackson Baldwin actually moved into the top 100 in total points scored. I believe he's just over 18,000 total scored points. But yeah, it's not even close. As you see, Jackson Baldwin with 13 Hall of Fames, 6 golds, 1 silver, 6 bronze. Petrovic, 7 Hall of Fames, 12 golds, 2 silvers, and 2 bronze. I mean, it's not even close. I mean, Jackson Baldwin was clearly the better selection. Can't believe he fell all the way down to number 3, but at the same time, I'm not going to complain about it. I will take him. He's been a great addition to our team, as you guys know. 5 straight MVPs. We've also won 4 championships. And now we're going to see how he compares with Freddie Staples. And he is just, honestly, when you start digging into it, just way better than Staples. Staples went number 2 right before him. And he is just way better than Staples. Staples actually has weaknesses. So there's actually things that he's not good at. Whereas Petrovic and Jackson Baldwin literally they not only have no weaknesses, but they're pretty much good in everything. Like everything they are pretty good at. So we clearly got the better player of the 3. So if you're in early stages, like in that first year of MyGM, and you're trying to tank for one of these 3, I did get Jackson Baldwin at number 3. Again, it's going to depend on who is picking ahead of you. But if you can get one of those top 3 positions, and if you can get the number 1 pick, get Jackson Baldwin, because this guy is a beast. Now, Romeo Langford came into my office because he was upset. It's about midway during the season because we have not worked out a contract extension for him. And we're going to go ahead and work out a contract extension for him. Now, Romeo Langford, if you don't know who he is, I believe he's going to be a senior in high school this year. And he's in the same draft class as Zion Williamson. Actually, in this series, Zion Williamson and LaMelo Ball both play on the Chicago Bulls. They even had Lonzo Ball there for one season where Lonzo played with them. They didn't make the finals that year. I believe they got beat out by the Celtics, and then I think that was the year that we lost and Golden State ended up beating. Oh, it was actually last year where Golden State actually ended up beating the Celtics, I think, in 5 games in the finals. This is really going to be the only trade I make this year. It's going to be Shabazz Muhammad for Papa Nujawini. I can't say his name, but... And there you go. You see the season winding down. And I will say this, that although the West is winning the championships, the pendulum is starting to swing as far as powers. I believe what's happening in the East is... I mean, they got some superstars, obviously, Freddie Staples, Petrovic. I think they just beat up on each other going into the playoffs and regular season. I mean, we only won 55 games and we got the number 1 seed in the West. And Jackson Baldwin is going to take home another MVP. And I believe that this is going to make 6 in a row for him. As we check this out. Yep, that's going to be 6 in a row for him. So he has tied the record for the most MVPs. He's been an NBA champion 4 times, All-Star 7 times, first team All-NBA 7 times. And so this guy is a beast. There go my old teammate Sean Atkins getting 6th Man of the Year again. And Brad Stevens is going to get Coach of the Year. LaMelo Ball or Lonzo Ball is in Memphis, and he's been there for a while. We still got Westbrook with us. He's going to make the 2nd All-NBA team. And so Jackson Baldwin is on the 2nd defensive team. And so in the playoffs, we're going to get all the way to the finals, which is going to set up a finals matchup between the Detroit Pistons, and somehow they were a number 7 seed and beat the Boston Celtics in 7 games here. So they still got Andre Drummond. They've been building around him. And so we are going to get into this, and they actually were giving us a run for our money. This definitely wasn't a sweep. As you see, it's tied 2-2 at this point, but we're going to go up 3-2, and we're going to simcast this game, and then we are going to jump into some gameplay if it gets close. I mean, that's amazing. These guys didn't even win. They weren't even a 500 team. How crazy is that? That just goes to show you, when it comes to playoffs, it's about chemistry and injuries. Obviously, if you got the better players, you're going to win the game. But coaching matters in the playoffs. Injuries matters in the playoffs. Chemistry matters in the playoffs. I mean, I'm willing to bet that they ran into some injured teams, because there's no way, or maybe they were injured most of the season and they didn't really have their full unit till the end of the season. But somehow I think somebody got injured. They ran into a bunch of injury-ridden teams and somehow made the finals. But it's only a 9-point game heading into the fourth quarter of Game 6 here, a possible closeout game. So we are going to go ahead and jump into the fourth quarter. All right, so they've cut into this lead a little bit. We're only up 6 at this point. We're going to go inside to Noah Vonleh. He's not going to get the first one, but get his own rebound and the foul. That's why we got him. Still up by 6. Over to Langford. And he's got a super slow jump shot, but once you get it to work, it's good. Oh, and he's coming up with a great steal right there. Booker over to Langford. And one. What a tricky move right there. And Langford just kept getting to the basket in this fourth quarter. Jackson Baldwin playing the power forward position. Can't get it to go, but we get the putback on Andre Drummond. And at this point, we're down by 1. They came all the way back. Russell Westbrook gets in the lane, but Jackson Baldwin with the tip in. So he gets the tip in, and we are back on top. Scores tied. They can't get the 3 to go. Baldwin gets the rebound. Up ahead to Booker, who's going to get the layup. And we are up 2. Still up 2. Jackson Baldwin, great defense. Great defense. And he's going to go inside to Booker, who's going to get the foul and 1. So we are trying to close this thing out. And he's going to get the free throw to go, who's going to put us up by 5. And they score, and now we're only up by 3. Westbrook gets to the basket. He can't get it, but Baldwin gets the rebound and gets the putback, putting us back on top by 5. Westbrook out to Langford. Let's go pick and roll action. Oh, they're going to try to ice him. Not going to work, but we're going to get the goaltending call. Minute and a half left in Game 6. Still up by 5 at this point. Oh, we thought he had an easy one, but Baldwin gets the block. And we're out on the break. Throwing the oop. Russell Westbrook to Jackson Baldwin for the alley-oop. And we're up by 7. Up 5. With just 53 seconds left. And you know who we got to get the ball to. The defending 6-time MVP. 4-time champion. The GOAT of GOATs, Jackson Baldwin. He's going to blow past him and gets the jam. They need a timeout. Up by 7. We need one more stop. They're going to go for a quick jumper. Drummond can't get the putback. And that's going to do it. But you know what to do. No sportsmanship for the CPU. We're going to go try to get some buckets inside to Baldwin. Sizes them up. Gets to the basket. And we're up by 9 with 9 seconds left to go. So Jackson Baldwin is going to lead us. And he is going to get his 5th NBA championship. And that's going to be it. And the championship is back home in Denver where it rightfully belongs. So this is going to be Jackson Baldwin's 5th NBA championship. I believe 5th in 8 years. Dynasty? Is it enough to say we're dynasty yet? And so Jackson Baldwin is now 5-0 in the finals. He has not lost a finals. So the big question is he going to get Jordan at 6-0? Can he pass Bill Russell for the most all times? I'm going to be honest. I don't think we're going to get Bill Russell. I think we can hit 6-0, but that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. I do think he will retire with at least 6 championships. I don't know that he will get 11. That's going to be tough. But that's going to do it for us. Here are some stats for you. Be sure to leave a like on the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm going to be bringing the full Jackson Baldwin career along with much other stuff. I'll see you next time. Peace.